Oops. Okay. Hello all. Hello world. A little bit frazzled because I may have just woken up from my nap once again. I really need to fix my sleep schedule, but yeah. This is day 133 of studying compilers every day until I land a compiler role. Last time we did a little bit more work with interference. It seemed like it was going well. There's a couple of small things I need to change. First of all, I think if we just look at I think it was the interference output, we were having a lot of really big problems. I guess like even before we had this like segfault issue, I guess we weren't printing interference properly. But now we also just have like some sort of a out of bounds error, I think. So yeah, I need to resolve that. And then the second thing is I also forgot, when I was doing liveness, I forgot that I do have to account for like registers that are used inside addresses, I believe. I think technically I do need to at least. And this matters mostly because I generate so many LEAs. So that will cause, that potentially will cause problems. So yeah, I'm gonna need to deal with that as well. But hopefully that will be relatively comprehensive, and I think if I get both of these done, I should be good to go with my interference graph stuff. And then from there in the future, I can like we can assign registers and like do all of the other miscellaneous stuff that's necessary. I guess excluding just like register, or just like beyond just like sticking things in real physical registers and calling it a day. Yeah, so I guess let's go back to what we were stuck on. Yeah. So let's do this first of all. Let's just rebuild it just for sanity. And okay. So we have an out of bounds somewhere. It's an add edge, so I'm glad to be looking at this with fresh eyes again, because I feel like I was just getting lost last time. Maybe there's like a sequencing thing here that I'm missing. Yeah, it's definitely like add edge proper and not add register. I think it's one of these out of bounds checks. Let's see. So we should have enough registers for everything, unless I've just completely missed something somewhere, which is interesting, at least. We should have the correct number of registers at least. And we also add registers each time, so I don't think it's possible for the bounce thing to be causing an issue at least. Yeah, that doesn't really make a lot of sense to me at least. Also, I just realized I need to account for like registers with like different sizes. That's good, Rami. Good to see you. I'm not sure where this is going wrong though. This is very confusing. I guess we could just add a print inside of here just to like check real quick. I guess, yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Yeah, I'm not... Okay, I'm not even sure where to begin looking for this, at least. I'm gonna try my best to not use ChatGPT for this one, but I feel like I will have to at some point. Okay, it's the bracket operator. So it's definitely one of these. I guess we could split this up real quick. We can just do edge matrix at first, index. Okay, I cannot keyboard today. And then we can do like, let's just comment that out. We can do temp at second index equals true. And then we can just copy this down and do temp2. And then we can do second index and then first index. Yeah, that should be equivalent at least. So hopefully that gives us more info on what is breaking. Bracket operator, line 21. Oh, it's just this first one. What the hell? Okay. That's odd. Okay, let's just we could do that. We can just print that. I guess maybe we could just step through it with a debugger. I'm very confused. Let's set a breakpoint there. Let's give it. What was I giving this? Test regression. Put SA -O0. Let's run that. Okay. So is this the first run? Oh, I see. Okay. So num reg is 26. Do we agree with this number? We print it up somewhere here, or at least liveness. Okay, I don't want to count this. This is not fun to count. Okay, actually, yeah, we will not spend like 5 minutes counting that off the rip. We'll figure this out as we go. Okay, we can. I think we just skip over that. Actually, let's just. Maybe we just set breakpoints in here actually instead. Okay. Yeah, that does what we want it to. Or I guess it doesn't do what we want it to, but it does what we expect it to. Let's set a break there. Set a break there. Yeah. Let's launch last. What the? Oh, wait. This is a junk value. There we go. Okay. Okay, so if 85 instructions, that makes sense. Okay. Wait, did we just skip 0? Wait, what? I'm very confused. Maybe I just hit F4. well, let's just... I guess we could keep going. Wait, what? Okay, wait. That's interesting. Why are these size 0? And why are we iterating through it? Oh, that's good, Frothy. No leak code? Yeah, it's been a while since I've done leak code on stream at least. I don't know. It's not really been appealing to me for a bit. Let's go back to... interference. It doesn't save the... Wait, do we have... okay. Scopes? Okay. Okay, that doesn't... I guess we've already done a lot of exiting here. Are you compiling? Yeah, I'm doing my best here. We're struggling a little bit, but yeah. I'm not sure why this is happening. Yeah. Do I have any CFs here? Oh, it's all in the print. Okay. What's the progress? It's been a while. Yeah. So I'm on the back end now. I've finished instruction selection after like a bajillion streams, but yeah, that's done. Right now I'm working on regalok, which is beating me up because it's just a lot of theory, and I do not know the theory very well, unfortunately. So we're doing it with like graph coloring. So we take all of the like virtual registers we have. We determine like their life ranges. So like, I guess the instructions throughout which the register is alive, or I guess can be used or is potentially used at a later point in the program. And then based on that information, we figure out which ones are able to be in which registers at the same time. And yeah, that's what this interference graph thing is, because the idea is if we can reduce this problem down to like graph coloring, which I think I mentioned this forever ago, but yeah. The interference graph is kind of the graph that we're trying to color, pretty much. And if two registers are alive at the same time, then they can't be in the same register at the same time, which means that we add an edge between them. And then we color the graph after, pretty much. So right now I'm building the graph. How many lines of code are you on? I forget. I forgot how to do this. Count lines of code get. Okay, I don't have clock. Can I? Is this a thing that I can install with DNF? Is this a thing? Oh, okay, we can do that then. Okay. Yeah, that's the number for source at least. Wow. Okay. So we're casually like 7,500 lines. I don't really count lines of code in most of my projects, so I don't really know if that's a good comparison to anything. Okay, I guess the next best comparison, this is like giga dangerous to show on stream because I'm scared I'm gonna like leak a key or something. So we're actually gonna do this off on a different monitor real quick. So it's our esports our esports club's Discord bot. That is probably the next largest project I have worked on. So I think I'm gonna check that as well. Jesus Christ, why are there so many files? Oh, there's a lot of Python. Let's give it that one. And then let's give it... Let's give it that one, that one... That one? No, not that one. Okay, definitely that one. Okay, yeah. So let me just clear real quick. So the next largest project is this one, which is our esports bot. This is the lines of code we have, and there's a lot of like vibe coded slop in there as well. Actually, let's try that again. Okay, the lines went up a little bit, but yeah, that's crazy. I've never thought about this number in perspective. It's a lot of blink lines. Should do a collaboration stream at GCC. that might be fun. You know, may as well just like collect them all at that point though. That's a clip. I see. Okay. Anyway. So yeah, I've been in debugging hell for the last like 20 minutes, I think. I guess 10 maybe? I don't know. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Where do we start the unwind at least? How old are you? Old enough to drink in the US, and then some. Where do I even set breakpoints for this to not be awful to walk through? Step over that. How hard is it to get a compiler job? So this is like kind of, it's no different than I think recruiting for any other like CS job, but there are less positions. It's definitely more competitive, but also there are like less people. So I think on balance it's about the same. I just need to be sharper, which I mean, like, I guess is the whole point of this stream series. Why did this just skip over? Oh, okay. So the size of that was 0. But yeah, I don't think it's that much harder, at least in theory. Did you really not miss a single day out of the 133? Hell no, I definitely missed a few here and there. If you even just like look at my YouTube, just fully transparent, there have been various different things in my life that have caused various different pauses here and there. So like in posts, all of these are just me being like, life exists. I am skipping a day here and there. So it's not technically like every day, but like life happens. So hopefully y'all forgive me for that one. How many LeetCode problems have you done? Are you like over 1,000? Not at all close, I think. I've honestly not done a lot of LeetCode. It has probably been like a couple of months since I've last touched a LeetCode problem, if anything. Yeah. Okay, where am I? Oh, I was gonna check this. Why is the size of that 0? That doesn't make sense. Why is it 0? Why is the size of that 0? I'm definitely compiling with debug info, so that shouldn't be 0. I don't know, this is confusing. Yeah, this does not make sense, actually. Huh. So what are we comparing here? GenReg and pre-GenReg. So that's against itself. Okay. And outreg. Can I just see what out I is? Why is size 0 though? That doesn't make sense. Like that actually does not make sense. Because we're definitely iterating through it. I'm not sure why it's 0. Right? Is there like something I'm missing about C++ here? Or like, is it actually just like size 0 here? Like these should not be 0. Especially if we're iterating through these for loops. What if we make it just not a copy? This is an unordered set, or this is a ref to unordered set. So what if we make it a copy? Let's just try it like this, see what happens. Just send it. Let's add this to Harpoon real quick. Can I actually just like split like that? Oh, that's neat. Okay. This will be a little bit easier to read, I feel like. Okay, so let's launch last. Okay. Oh, wait, am I saving it correctly? Wait. Do we clear this at some point prematurely? This is not a... Okay, that is a copy. So why are they still size 0? I don't know, we haven't gotten to that point yet, so let's just keep going. Do we have like edge matrix? Oh wait, we can just expand like... Wait. Is there some like optimization thing happening here? That might be what's happening here. Anyway, I'll worry about that in a second. Let's just skip over that. That's not fun to look through. Okay, yeah. This is actually quite nice. We can actually read through this, sort of. I didn't realize we can actually like look through this very comprehensively. Okay, in the future I should definitely edit my config to have this on the as a split instead of like on the bottom. This is way nicer to work with, I feel like. Once you go in stdlib source, you don't come back. Yeah. That is where hell lives. It's crazy that you only use C++ for LeetCode, by the way. I feel like most people, like, if they're gonna like use or like use a language exclusively for LeetCode, they would just pick Python. Yeah, so this really is empty, huh? That's crazy. Wow. I guess that doesn't really help us here. Okay. Maybe I should just print things instead. This is actually like very annoying to work with. Okay. So I guess we could look at this real quick. We have Gen and Kill now. Those definitely, or we have Gen I and Kill I now. And this does not help me. I had not learned Python, so I just stuck with it. Fair enough then. It's just like really surprising, at least when people do that, in my opinion. Okay, how do I like go through this? Base? I guess there's not really a good way to like look through the unordered set, which is inconvenient. Okay. Okay, do we have Gen Reg? And Gen I guess it's empty, so that's fine. Okay, so it's EDI. Okay, where are we? Let's look at program. Where the hell is program? I guess we could look at this as well. I guess these are size 0 because they're sets, which makes sense, but that still is just like a big headache, and I don't like that at all. That's why all these are like zeros, I think. Also, we just don't constrain anything, I think, because we don't have any shifts, which is like fine. How do we work with this? Okay, here we go. I guess we could figure out where this breaks. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're just gonna step through this. Wait, I stepped too far. Wait, no, come back, go back, wait. How do I step? Is there a way to step back in a C program? Or in a C++ debugger? Surely LLDB does. It does not, okay. That's really annoying. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that headache, to be honest. Is there history? Oh, this helps. In some way. Not really, but like in some way. Actually, this helps a lot. It's at 35. 35 something is breaking. Okay, we definitely have like, we had output somewhere up here, and I don't print it anymore. So let's look at line 35. What is happening here? Oh, it's an LEA, okay. Oh, no, we do generate that, yeah. Okay, well that's interesting. Yeah, okay. So I guess we are just literally like exceeding capacity somehow? We shouldn't be exceeding capacity though, because we get the number of registers there are from the operand manager. So that physically should not be possible. That's really strange. Okay, let's look at operand again. Let's look at the expected for mem to reg, O0, LIR. At least this is where we are so far. Or not mem to reg, duh. SSA. SSA, O0, LIR. There it is. We shouldn't be out of registers. Is 28 just the last? No, we definitely have more after. So like, what is going wrong? This doesn't make a lot of sense. What did I change here? Oh. Okay. Sure. Let's commit that real quick. Okay, that's all debugging slush. It's not the header at least. Actually, can I just... I don't want to deal with force pushing. Okay. Anyways. Okay. This is rough. This is not something fun to debug. Let's look at... I guess... maybe we print the operand... What did I do? Okay, let's print the operand manager. This is very annoying. Do you have funny commit messages? There's some pretty good ones in there. This is all really throwing me for a loop. I'm struggling. I'm really struggling here. I don't know, where do we even look? Okay, I guess we could print interference again. Or we could print liveness again in driver. I need to build. Whoops. Okay. Okay, let's... We'll run that again. We still have that print output at least. Why is it only 24? Actually, that doesn't make sense to me. Did I do the thing correctly? In where is this again? Oh, operand. Yeah, okay. So we have register size and virtual register size. That should be enough for all the registers in just like a very obvious way. So I'm not sure why that. Oh, I know why. We don't necessarily make all the registers, so we don't get register size, which is very awkward. Okay, here's what we do. Let's go back to the top. We want all register size. We just called this once, so I don't think this is the end of the world. I think that is what's causing it. Because we don't necessarily like use all of the registers. So we can't really say that like we have yeah, we can't really say that we have, or that's like a correct number of registers, because we also necessarily add all of the physical registers that we haven't used up to this point. So now if we run this, okay, there we go. I figured it out. Okay. I see a bunch of ones, so this is looking promising. Yeah, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. We definitely have definitely more than that many registers. Okay. I don't know what to do with this is the problem, because I don't know if this is correct, and I don't have a great way of checking if this is correct. So, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. This is gonna be a nightmare to figure out on maybe one of these larger programs. Maybe we pick something smaller than to begin with, and then we figure it out from there. I'm also thinking that maybe I should just like split, instead of having just like one long pile of instructions, I think I just go back to the function model, and we just like group instructions by like function. I think that will make life a little bit less awful. But that way we can like store information about calling convention better, and also like it causes like less headache here, because then we can like split this up as well. I might take some time to do that at some point. I don't know. I guess let's test this on something smaller maybe. So like let's throw this into like square maybe. Using the C ABI, that is the goal. I wonder if I throw this in ChatGPT if it will give me a correct answer. I feel like it will struggle, but let's see what happens, just out of curiosity. I don't think it will go well, but I think it's an interesting experiment regardless. So I'm gonna do this. So we're gonna copy that. Make sure I'm not leaking anything, as always. Does this output look correct? Okay. Wait, that's... Okay, so sure, fine. I'll deal with that later. Size mismatch, okay. Yeah, okay, I need to do that. I need to fix that, at least. Yeah, okay, I need to fix that. That's true. I think this is due to the other thing up here. Oh, temporaries? Okay, this is not... Okay, well that helps me 0. Okay, that probably should have expected that, but you know, it is what it is. Okay. So this is, I'm starting to realize that the backend is going to be a nightmare because I have no good way of testing any of this. Like it either is correct or it is not. And the debugging experience is not gonna be fun to cross-check. So, we're gonna have to get fancy with this, I think. Yeah, let's commit some stuff real quick. Just get a therapist next to you while you're working on it. It's funnier if I don't though. Okay, let's. So these are not a problem anymore, so we can uncomment that. These can be refs again, I think. Let's try that again. Okay, that all works. Okay, yeah, we do need to fix some of this liveness stuff. So I think I'll do that real quick. So it's in the gen set, I believe. So how do we do the gen set for LEA? Okay, we'll do that. We should have a helper for this, right? We don't have a helper for this, okay. Okay. I should probably make that. So okay, let's go to the header again. I guess we could do check operand is what we could call it. So we could do void check operand. We give it like LR operand star O, maybe? I think that's what we will call it. Yeah, let's put it here. Like that, okay. And then we can throw this sort of thing in there. So, reg, this is O. If reg, then we insert O. Yeah, or no, we insert reg, right? Yeah. We can do that and we can like return, I guess. So then we can do address equals dynamic cast to LAR. If we just copy this stuff from down here. Where is it? It was this. Yeah, we can do that. So we want dynamic cast to LAR address star. Let's give it O again. If address, then just to keep the format consistent, we will do this again. And that looks good, I think. So we can do that now. So now we can replace a lot of these with just like check operand. we can check operand on I, get, what's it again? Source. And then we can also probably just do like an add physical maybe. Yeah. Let's also do that so we can modularize this a little bit better. So we have like what? Our register num reg, I guess. Alright. Add register. We should put that here. Yeah, and then we could probably copy paste these down as well. Yeah, I think that'd be valuable. And then what we want to do here is we kind of want to just do that, I think. So let's steal that, put that in there. And we can do reg. What's wrong here? Oh, it's not a putter. Whoops. Okay. Physical reg. Physical reg. We can do that. Okay, so then we can even replace this here with like, or we can replace a lot more things here. So we can like add register. Yeah, and this should make this a little bit less boilerplatey, I feel like. And then what else do we do here? I guess we can just copy this line actually. And then here we can do this. Yeah, this makes everything a little bit less miserable actually. We need to figure out size. Okay. There's a lot of stuff we need to fix here actually. Oh, it's annoying. Okay, this one, okay, we might have to figure out a better way to modularize this then. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, we do just need to like spend a day to go through everything and clean it up again, the more I think about it actually. But it is what it is. This will at least help clean up a lot of it, at least I tell myself. So we want to add or check operand, get source, and then dest as well. Yeah, okay, we can do that. Are all these like reasonable looking so far? I think, yeah, this should be fine. Special op is interesting here. Yeah, this one, we can yank this line again. And then we can do like, I want to add EAX here. And do that. Here we can just check operand. I get source. It's already encapsulated, so this is fine. And what was the thing that was like definitely wrong? Oh wait, yeah, that we account for addresses now, luckily, or at least we supposedly will. Okay, here we want check operand I get source 1. We can get source 2, and then that's good. This is fine. These are fine. This is fine. This is awful. Can I just change this like that to make this a little more concise? Okay, I think that's all of gen set condensed a little bit down. Yeah, we have removed more lines, which is fun always, because this file is always just awful to scroll through, I feel like. Let's go Ricky. Yeah, we're still in hell, but it is what it is. Let's just copy these down. I definitely could have abstracted this better to avoid this like duplication, but it is what it is. Yeah, we're just gonna do a little bit of that, and then get results. We're gonna throw that there. We can replace that. And then we want kill set. It should be kill. Okay, and now we can do the same thing again, I guess. This is my life now. Here we want check operand I get dest, and this will be the line that we copy paste a lot of, except for here. Here we just add register. Yeah, we just do that. Here we do both, which is funny. So we do that, I guess. Okay, next one. Oh lord. Okay, this one has always been a mess, so I think we will just leave that, honestly. I do not want to worry about that. This is a fucking monstrosity. Oh wait, no, this returns a register num, I guess. We could do add register, and then we can do like that. That's valid code. That's nice. That doesn't do anything different, I guess. And then I guess here we can do the same thing here. RDX. Yeah, that actually looks a little bit nicer. Yeah, let's do that. Can we actually do something above there as well? And this thing as well. Let's just steal that. We can do add register. Let's paste that in. We can figure that out actually. Yeah, okay. That's, I guess, elegant enough. It doesn't have to be great. It's elegant enough though, I guess. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, that one is just doomed, so that will look fine. This one, we just want, we can just copy that line. Oh lord. Okay, so we do that, and then add register, and then let's just yank that stuff. We have one more brace there. Yeah, okay. Let's steal everyone's favorite line again. We can do... Yeah, I know this is no different, but... Working full-time? No, I'm currently in school, so that is where I am, unfortunately. But hopefully I will be full-time in 2 years, because I have an extra summer and then I have about a year on the dot now. So I have like the rest of this school year, the summer, and then 1 more quarter. And hopefully by that point I will have found a full-time job, at least. Okay, and then successors will just be ugly. This is doomed. Like this is just inevitably going to be ugly. It is what it is. Maybe I could like de-boilerplate this, but I don't know. 1 level abstractions like kind of whatever. Like these are all the same except for like 2 things, I think. Oh, the best for you, thank you. Yeah, so we've cut out a couple of lines here and there. Hopefully this changes the output a little bit as well. We should probably have like less awkward RSP things, I think. We're crashing again. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, well, RSP is everywhere now, I guess. Something seems wrong. Something seems wrong somewhere here. Yeah, this don't make sense. Where am I getting pinged? Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure. Something looks wrong here. I don't know. Let's... I don't know. So, I don't get it. Okay. Maybe I did the pseudocode wrong somewhere? Or maybe I copied the pseudocode wrong. I guess this makes enough sense here. I'm not sure why all these are out so quickly. I don't know, I'll come back to this tomorrow. I'm a little bit tired. Fix address, or fix not checking address reges in liveness plus dedupe code. I don't know, yeah, I think that's about good. Yeah, I'll come back to this tomorrow. This is all very, very dense for me, at least. I'm struggling a lot, at least without. It's hard for me to get locked in on this because it's a lot of thinking, and I can only handle so much of that at a time, at least in the evenings. But I'm like making excuses for myself at this point. I am just tired. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna call the stream here today. Thank you all so much for showing up. If you haven't already, make sure you like the stream and sub to the channel. Also, while you're down there, make sure to check out the Discord. The link's in the description. It's the best place to get pinged. Also, my GitHub and my LinkedIn are there. Feel free to add me on those to stay up to date with what I'm doing. And if you wish to support me financially, feel free to sponsor me on my GitHub sponsors. Yeah, take care, y'all. Take it easy. Have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are.